Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Big Bucks Coins Information Channel. You're in for a trust and rare coin revolution. Today we reveal the top 4 ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial pennies without a mint mark, seen as coins that could instantly turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. We are talking about jaw-dropping treasure, heart-stopping values, and win legends that scream fortune, where we talk coins, collectibles, and the hidden treasures you might already have in your pocket. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because today's video could literally change how you look at that humble little penny lying around at home. We're diving deep into a specific and fascinating coin that is taking the collector world by storm. Fast up today, we're diving into a truly exciting topic that has collectors buzzing: the 1987 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. Yes, that tiny 1-cent coin sitting in your change jar could actually be worth far more than just a cent. In fact, some versions of this 1987 penny are commanding impressive prices in the collector's market, thanks to a mix of rarity, condition, and historical importance. So make sure you stick around till the end, because you might just be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. To fully appreciate the value of the 1987 Lincoln penny, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It marked a historical shift in the United States. Coinage being the first coin to feature a real person rather than a symbolic figure. Fast forward to 1959, and the reverse of the penny was redesigned to showcase the Lincoln Memorial, replacing the original wheat ears. This design remained in use until 2008. Now, the 1987 Lincoln Memorial penny holds a unique place within this long lineage. Struck during the later years of the memorial design era, the 1987 penny is one of the last to be produced before significant modern minting advancements changed the game. What sets it apart, especially the ones without a mint mark, is the subtle combination of history, scarcity, and condition, all of which make this coin stand out in today's collectible market. Now let's talk about what makes the 1987 penny without a mint mark truly special. First, the lack of a mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time did not add a mint mark to its pennies. These coins are made from a copper-plated zinc composition, which was introduced in 1982 and continues to be used today. The obverse features the iconic bust of President Lincoln, detailed with sharp lines and high relief when in uncirculated or mint state. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, where, if you look closely with a magnifying glass, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the building. That kind of detail is just one of the many reasons collectors seek pristine examples of this coin. But what really sets high-value 1987 pennies apart are the variants and subtle errors, from misaligned dies, double dies, to off-center strikes that were not uncommon during the era and are considered gold for collectors today. If your 1987 no mint mark penny has any of these unique errors and is in excellent condition, its value can rise dramatically. In the world of numismatics, condition is king. A 1987 penny in average circulated condition might still be interesting to some, but when you start looking at coins that are in mint state, particularly MS65 or higher, the demand surges. Coins that show no signs of wear, have a rich luster, and feature clean, sharp details are incredibly sought after. What makes the no mint mark 1987 penny rare and valuable isn't just its age, but how well it has survived the test of time. What is really exciting is the increasing demand among modern collectors for error-free, high-grade, and uncirculated specimens. Many people don't realize just how few of these coins exist in such pristine condition. Add to that a growing trend in the hobby where even common coins, when preserved perfectly, are becoming hot commodities. Combine these elements, and the 1987 penny with no mint mark becomes a true collector's gem. Let's talk numbers. If you have a 1987 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in circulated condition, it may fetch a modest price, but the real treasures are found in uncirculated and mint state conditions. High-grade examples, especially those graded by third-party companies, have been known to sell for anywhere between $120,000 depending on the specific grade and features. But here's where it gets really interesting. Error coins, or those with visual striking perfection, can demand prices well above $130,000 and in rare cases over $150,000. What is driving this high value? It's a mix of collector enthusiasm, a rising trend in preserving modern coins, and the simple fact that high-grade coins from the 1980s are becoming scarcer each year. The 1987 penny, in particular, is benefiting from this surge in interest, especially as younger generations enter the hobby and seek out coins that blend accessibility with rarity. If you're now wondering how to find one of these valuable 1987 no-mint mark pennies, here are a few expert tips. First, start by checking your spare change, piggy banks, old jars, and even rolls from the bank. You'd be surprised how many treasures are hiding in plain sight. Look for pennies that still shine, have sharp details, and no signs of corrosion or rust. A coin that has been preserved well in a dry, dark environment could easily be worth grading. Second, consider investing in a good magnifier or jeweler's loupe. You will want to examine your coin for signs of errors or doubling. Even slight imperfections can boost value significantly. Once you believe you have a high-quality coin, get it graded professionally. This adds legitimacy and can greatly increase its market appeal and value. Also, engage with coin collecting communities' online findings and even help you evaluate your coins. The more informed you are, the better decisions you will make. So there you have it. The 1987 Lincoln Memorial Penny, without a mint mark, is more than just a piece of change. It's a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting that's attracting serious attention and real value in the current market. With its rich history, high-grade scarcity, and increasing collector demand, this humble penny has become a prize piece for both beginner and seasoned collectors alike. If you have one in your possession, especially in mint condition, you could be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Next up, don't mind. Coin that has taken collectors by storm and is currently in high demand in the action-packed world of coin trading, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny without a mint mark in fine condition. Yes, we are talking about a humble 1-cent piece that could be worth far more than its face value and possibly a small fortune. So stay tuned till the end of the video because I will not only share what makes this coin so special, but also how you can spot one, what it is currently worth, and how you can start your own journey in collecting rare pennies. Let's first take a look at the fascinating history behind the 1982 Lincoln penny. This coin marks a major turning point in United States coinage history. Up until 1982, pennies were primarily made of 95% copper. However, due to the rising cost of copper at the time the United States, Mint decided to make a major composition change. Midway through that year, the Mint transitioned to a primarily zinc-based penny with only a thin layer of copper plating. This significant change means that 1982 became a transitional year, resulting in multiple variations of the Lincoln penny being produced, some in copper, some in zinc, and with different weights and minor design adjustments. All this adds up to one thing: confusion and opportunity, especially for collectors. Among these variations, the one we're talking about today, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny, with no mint mark and in fine condition, stands out as one of the most desirable coins from that transition period. Now let's dive into what makes this particular penny so unique. First, the absence of a mint mark on this coin indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which during that era did not use a mint mark. But what makes it even more valuable is the weight and composition. In 1982, there were both copper and zinc versions minted at Philadelphia, and some rare copper coins slipped through production, despite the official change. So a 1982 no mint mark penny that weighs around 3.1 grams could be a rare copper version, as opposed to the more common zinc ones that weigh just 2.5 grams. Furthermore, certain die variations such as large date versus small date exist for 1982 coins, and collectors highly prize these distinctions. So a no mint mark, copper-based, small date version in good condition, that's like the holy grail of modern Lincoln cents. What truly drives up demand for this coin is its rarity. Not every 1982 penny without a mint mark is valuable, but the rare combination of copper composition, specific die type, and clean condition elevates it to elite collector status. When we say fine condition, we're talking about a coin that shows only moderate wear, but retains all major design elements and details clearly. And believe it or not, even in circulated condition, this coin can command impressive prices due to its scarcity. It's not just the rarity and composition or the mint, it's the mix of transitional year confusion, multiple varieties, and the fact that most people overlook these coins for decades. As a result, collectors today are scrambling to find well-preserved examples, and competition in the market is fierce. The number of certified 1982 no-mint copper, small-date coins is extremely limited, and that pushes prices higher year after year. Let's talk real money. How much is this penny worth today? If you happen to find a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny in fine condition, and it turns out to be the rare copper version, you could be sitting on a coin worth anywhere from $124,000 depending on the precise die variety and state of preservation. Certified high-grade versions, especially those with full details and minimal damage, have been known to fetch upwards of $150,000 at auctions. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that once bought a piece of candy could now buy you a brand new laptop or even contribute to a down payment on a car. That's the magic of numismatics. Auction houses, online coin markets, and private collectors are all actively hunting for this specific variation, making it one of the most buzzworthy coins in recent years. Its value continues to climb as more people become aware of its worth and rarity. So what should you do if you want to get in on the action? First, check your old penny jars, especially any coins dated 1982. Use a digital scale to weigh them. Copper versions will be heavier at 3.1 grams. Then examine the date. Is it a small date or a large date? Even better, compare it side by side with known images online. If you think you have found something special, consider submitting the coin to a professional grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. Always store your valuable coins in protective holders and avoid cleaning them, as even minor cleaning can reduce their value. Join online collector communities or local coin clubs to stay updated on market trends and connect with fellow enthusiasts. The more you learn, the more you earn in the world of rare coins, and this 1982 Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting places to start. So there you have it. The 1982 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark in fine condition is not just another old coin. It's a true hidden treasure with a fascinating backstory, unique traits, and a high market demand that keeps climbing. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare gems, it could mean serious cash, and even if you don't, searching through your change can be fun, rewarding, and educational. This coin proves that history, scarcity, and collector passion can turn 1 cent into thousands of dollars. Next up, don't mind. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most underrated yet highly valuable coins in American history, the 1984 D. Lincoln Memorial penny. Yes, that tiny copper coin you might be ignoring in your jar at home could actually be worth real money, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and unique traits. In this video, we will walk you through everything you need to know from its history to what makes it rare and why it is currently in high demand in today's collector market. You will never look at pennies the same way again. Let's start with some background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first USC coin to feature a real person, and it has remained a staple of American currency ever since. In 1959, the reverse of the penny was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity, strength, and Lincoln's enduring legacy. This design ran until 2008, making it one of the longest-running reverse designs in U.S. coin history. Now, the 1984 D. Lincoln Memorial penny was minted at the Denver Mint. And what makes this particular year in mint marks so fascinating is the surge in collector interest over the past decade. With over 5 billion pennies minted that year, it might seem common, but don't be fooled. There are very specific features, conditions, and minting anomalies that have turned this coin into a hot commodity in the numismatic world. So what makes the 1984-D penny special? The answer lies in both its design precision and rare variations. First off, this coin features the classic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, both designed with exceptional detail. But certain 1984 D pennies are known for doubling errors, especially the doubled ear variety, where Lincoln's earlobe appears doubled due to a die issue. That's just one example of how tiny minting quirks can turn a regular penny into a goldmine. Also, pennies from this era were made of 95% copper, which by itself already makes them more valuable than today's modern zinc-based cents. With the rising demand for copper coins, collectors and metal investors alike have been actively searching for these pre-1985 Lincoln Memorial pennies, especially ones in fine to uncirculated condition with no scratches, stains, or weak strikes. Even though the total mintage number was high, what makes the 1984 D penny rare and valuable today is the condition it's found in. Coins in fine, extra fine, or even mint state condition are extremely hard to find after decades in circulation. Most people spent or damaged these pennies without realizing what they had. That's why collectors are now offering top dollars for pieces that have been preserved in good condition. And let's not forget the power of rarity in combination with demand. Some 1984 Lincoln cents with sharp, deep strikes, full luster, and minimal wear have been sold at auction for hundreds of dollars, especially those with die errors or high-grade certifications by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Some MS-67 or higher specimens are fetching up to $140,000 or more, which is an astronomical return on a single cent. So what is this coin worth today? As of now, depending on condition, rarity, and certification, a 1984 D penny can range anywhere from a few dollars all the way to $110,000, with error coins and MS-68 examples easily climbing past $120,000 at auction. Even in almost uncirculated condition, some buyers are offering between $160,000 and $60,000, which is still an incredible return on something most people overlook. The value skyrockets for those rare finds with doubled dies or off-center strikes. Online auctions, coin shows, and collector communities are buzzing with interest, and the trend is growing. Many seasoned collectors are calling the 1984 D a sleeper penny, a coin that stayed under the radar for years but is now being recognized for its hidden value. If you're just starting out, or even if you have been collecting for a while, here are some helpful tips. First, don't overlook your change jar or old penny rolls. You never know where a valuable 1984 D might be hiding. Use a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the fine details, especially around the ear, lettering, and date for any signs of doubling or striking issues. Second, when you find a promising penny, handle it carefully, preferably with gloves, and avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can drastically reduce its value. If it looks like a potential gem, consider getting it graded professionally. This not only preserves its value, but also allows you to list or sell it at reputable auctions or online marketplaces. Lastly, stay informed by following coin collector communities and watching the trends. Coins like the 1984-D Lincoln Memorial Cent are getting more valuable every year, especially as supplies dwindle and more collectors enter the market. So there you have it. What might seem like just another penny could actually be a rare and highly valuable collectible sitting right in your home. The 1984 D Lincoln Memorial penny is a perfect example of how numismatics continues to surprise us. With its historical significance, unique features, and growing demand, it is no wonder this coin is becoming one of the most sought-after modern pennies in circulation. Don't make the mistake of spending it before checking its potential. You could literally be holding on to hundreds or even thousands of dollars without realizing it. Next up, don't mind, we're diving deep into a specific and fascinating coin that's taking the collector world by storm, the 1981 Lincoln Memorial Cent without a mint mark, especially those showing spring green oxidation spots on the back edges, thanks to years of circulation. This coin is now making headlines in numismatic circles for its surprising value, stunning history, and rising demand in today's auction markets. You definitely don't want to miss this. Let's take a step back into the early 1980s, a time when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents. The 1981 penny stands out as the last full year before a major metal composition change. While many people overlook it, the 1981 Lincoln Memorial Cent carries an important place in U.S. numismatic history. These coins were minted right before the switch from 95% copper to copper-plated zinc in mid-1982. That means your 1981 penny is made from almost pure copper, a fact that already gives it intrinsic value beyond face. The absence of a mint mark means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and although billions were made, only a very small number have stood the test of time in collectible-worthy condition, especially with unique signs of natural toning or oxidation. Now let's talk about what truly makes this 1981 Lincoln Cent so special. We're focusing on examples that show distinctive greenish spring-like toning or spots mostly visible on the reverse side near the edges of the Lincoln Memorial design. These spots, often dismissed by the untrained eye, are actually signs of the coin's natural aging process, especially in copper-based coins. Instead of lowering the value, these features are now being seen by collectors as unique character marks, differentiating standard circulated coins from standout pieces. The green tint is the result of oxidation, a chemical process that, in certain cases, can create artistic, vibrant toning patterns that are extremely attractive to serious collectors, especially when paired with a fine or well-preserved surface. Although 1981 pennies are not uncommon in themselves, what pushes the value into a premium zone is a specific combination of factors. First, we have the absence of a mint mark, meaning it is from Philadelphia, and those are already becoming harder to find in higher grades. Secondly, the fine condition, despite being circulated, makes it quite desirable. We're talking coins with clear details, strong relief, minimal scratches, and that distinctive green spotting pattern. This condition, mixed with its historical context as one of the last full copper cents, has driven demand rapidly. Add to that the visual appeal of naturally aged patina, and we now have a coin that ticks every box for a collector: scarcity, beauty, condition, and a story to tell. It is these kinds of coins that often spark bidding wars at auctions and become centerpieces in copper penny collections. So how much could this penny be worth today? Collectors are shelling out anywhere from $124,000 depending on the coin's condition, oxidation pattern, and level of eye appeal. Some well-toned examples with strong features and unique green hues have even been spotted at online auctions, crossing the $150,000 mark, especially when listed as rare or unusual examples. Keep in mind, prices are constantly rising thanks to the surge of interest in pre-1982 copper coins. This 1981 no mint mark cent, especially with distinct toning and decent preservation, is quickly becoming a hot item in the online coin trading community, and it is now being included in most wanted lists by serious collectors across the United States. If you're a collector or just someone curious about coins, here are a few things you will want to keep in mind. First, always inspect your pocket change. You never know when one of these valuable pieces might turn up. Use a magnifier to check the reverse-side edges for green or blue oxidation spots, which can add both uniqueness and value. Hold the coin under good light to see the toning effect. Also, try to keep the coin in its current condition. Do not attempt to clean or polish it, as natural aging is what gives it character and worth. If you believe you have found a promising example, consider getting it professionally graded, especially if the details are sharp and the coin is damage-free. And finally, stay active in collector groups online. Being part of the numismatic community gives you access to market trends, buyer interest, and even live auctions, where demand for coins like the 1981 no mint mark cent is skyrocketing. So there you have it, the unassuming 1981 Lincoln Memorial penny, without a mint mark, once thought to be just another copper coin, is now a hidden gem in the eyes of collectors. Its connection to the end of an era, its spring green edge toning from decades of circulation, and its strong condition all contribute to a growing demand that is pushing prices higher every month. Whether you are a casual enthusiast or a dedicated collector, this is one coin you definitely want to look out for. Check your old coin jars, sort through your change, and you might just be holding onto a small piece of history that is worth big dollars. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, comment below with your coin finds, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries every week. Until next time, happy collecting.